Okay, so good morning, everybody. My name is Maria King. I'm teacher at Rivera School. The first, just tell you that our school has education, the normal education, and also we have vocational education in three families: IT, administration, and health. So you can see, there's nothing related to horticulture, silviculture, or whatever, but yet we can still do something. Everybody should do something. So we are going to tell you more than what we do in the school is what we do in the city. We are in a small city, but our school is part of the community. So we have all to work together to get something good out of it. So first of all, I want to show you where Talavera is located. Well, most of you weren't there, I think. But yeah, Spain, close to Africa, also to Europe. So we are a country that has a very, very diverse climate, very diverse culture and everywhere. So when you travel from the north to the south, you almost think sometimes that you're in a different country. In the north, we are a little like Ireland. Rains a lot. They have, green landscape. In the south, we have deserts. What is in the middle? Because Talavera is right in the middle of the peninsula. In the middle, we have a very extreme climate and a very dry climate. So that is our problem, our main problem. So, for example, just to know, very scarce rains, temperature went from -3 to 45 degrees. This year, that's not true. We are in October, and our families were telling us that it's about 30 degrees in Talavera. 10 degrees more than it should be. So this begins to be a big problem for us, the climate change. Maybe here you feel a little, but in Spain we are feeling, more extremely occasion. So, for example, we don't have lands in the school, but we have a little garden. um, this was a snowstorm 2 years ago. Nobody knows a storm like that. There's no, what's covering everywhere. Nobody has a shovel to free the doors, for example. We feel like a little that we weren't prepared for what is coming. Yeah, the school garden was like this. As you can see, the palm tree is not alive anymore, but the rest of the garden more or less was recovered. Also fires. We're having several problems with the fires. First of all, because it's more and more hit on the summer, so fires are more frequent. And also because the people is abandoned the traditional agriculture and animal breeding, what is going to happen? The biomass on the woods and the forests are rising a lot. So this is gas on our forests. So these are images of the fires in Talavera because we stopped doing this. Yesterday we saw the bisons that went through the forest and they were cleaning. We can see all over the trees because they are eating the leaves, they are eating the little plants, they are eating all around, and then they are cleaning the forest and preparing the forest for the winter. For the summer. But we are not doing that anymore because we are stopping the traditional agriculture and animal breeding in Talavera. People is beginning to study IT because the agriculture, the people cannot live off the agriculture anymore. Why? Because it's getting drier and drier and drier, and you cannot sustain a farm or an animal breeding installation. for the lack of water. Well, apart from that, we discovered a lot of problems that we have with the biodiversity that we didn't know because nobody is talking about this in the city. You know, it's kind of, some people know it, but nobody is telling this to the people. We have this problem because, well, the people knows, maybe somebody could give a solution, but well, we are here for that. So now these wonderful students are going to introduce us some of the problems that we have in Talavera, actually. So they are Chea, Luis, Manu, and Jorge. They are going to do this part.
Hi everyone, I hope you are okay. So we are gonna talk about the science problems. First of all, I'm gonna tell you what is the invasive species that are the responsible of the destruction and of the ecosystems and habitats. As a consequence, we got a reduction of the biodiversity and the extinction of our native species. So now, Jorge is going to talk about these two animals.
As Manu has said, in Talavera we have a very important problem with the invasive species. A few years ago, in Talavera we have really a lot of rabbits, and this is a problem. Okay, so the authorities decide to introduce a new animal, an invasive animal, and this is the mongoose, to kill and eat and control the rabbits. But now it gets out of control. So now the problem is that the mongoose reduce the population of this animal, the rabbits and other animals, to very few rabbits. So we want to solve a problem, we create another one. And the other part is the stork. The stork years ago in Talavera passed only some seasons, some months, and in other time go to the other parts, south or in the north. But now, in the actuality, the stork live all the year in the city, so not migrate. And this is the other problem to this year. Now, my partner Manu is tell you
Overall,
the other two problems.
Because the temperature is rising, they feel that they don't have to migrate. They are building nests everywhere. For example, a chimney or an electrical tower. You know, so it's creating a big problem.
Okay. Here in the left, you have a photo of the American crab that is dangerous because he is killing our native crabs, and also when he kill all the rest of crabs, they leave the river to eat the crop. And in the other part, we have the catfish. It's not native, it's from, I think, it's European. And we have it in Spain because someone thought that it would be a good idea to bring them here. I know in Germany you have this type of fish.
I'm not
I
sure.
read something about
Okay.
it. So the main problem is that it's a large predator, so it needs a lot of food to survive. So he's eating our predators because he's stronger and bigger. He's like 2.5 meters long, and also the weight is 8. the weight is like approximately 200 kilograms.
Yeah, and our fishes are small.
Yeah, are a bit smaller.
It's a river and also some lakes. And
Yeah.
the problem is somebody wanted to fish and bring a couple of them, and now they are everywhere and they are eating the local species.
Siluro.
Well, is a catfish.
Yeah. In Spanish, siluro. And
It's a catfish because it has like yes, mustache.
mustache. Also, the problem is eating all the predators, and also there are a lot of videos of this animal eating ducks, birds.
Yeah.
Probably a kid of 5 years old.
Well, and now Chia is going to talk about some local solutions to these problems. As you see, there are plenty of them because somebody trying to do a good has made a big problem.
Now I'm going to talk about some local solutions. They found they detect several species animals in the small area of the Tajo. The river is a long river of Spain. For these reasons, the whole town of Talavera they are planning to make an observatory for birds. Also, they are making a recovery center for the fauna animals, and they are making a classroom in the nature. All these installations are gonna do in the old power plant that nowadays they are not using. And also, they are making programs to receive and do exhibition. Also, they are going to make a bank of a bank of native seeds, and they are going to do a captive breeding program for endangered animals. Also, the whole town of Talavera, they are going to plant 1,000 trees in the city.
You see, there are solutions that can be very good because we are reusing an installation of electrical power that is not in use anymore. It's a very nice space because these islands are in the river, very close to our school. So I think that we should take, part maybe that taking the children there, explaining them all these problems because they are our future. So as a teacher, even if we have lessons of IT, like I am an IT teacher, I'm worried about all these things, and I want my students to learn not only about machines, but also about what we are living with, because we are living with all these animals and plants for a lot of years. What is going to happen when these plants are not there? What is going to happen with us? And also these recovery uh, buildings are very good. But now the Castilla-La Mancha University is studying if we should change our agriculture, we should review which spaces we are using in the agriculture and which spaces we should be cultivating in the future. Because in the future we are going to need food. And maybe cultivating what we are cultivating now is wrong. So they are studying what we have to cultivate right now and also what we should be changing for the future. So I don't know what is going to happen with these rescue places because some of these plants are not used, for example, to 35 degrees on October, and we cannot change that. for them. So that's my opinion. Well, another one is the river. The river is getting drier and drier. The world city was founded on that river. They called them, in the old times, they called them Father Tagus, Padre Tajo, because it was the father for everybody. It's an agriculture region. Everybody was, doing those work. And now the river is not on the best, this is on the center of the river because they are taking a lot of water from the river to the intensive agriculture with plastic. And I think that is not a good idea because we are desiccating the river and the river is getting also dirt. The fishes are dying, all the animals that used to drink on that water are dying. So there are program and projects to clean the river that is working very well. The people used to not go sit near the river because the smell was not very good, but now it's very nice walk. And also the Erasmus project was collaborating with that. And here I think Jorge was there.
Yeah.
You were there. So they were cleaning the river and helping the authorities to make it better. And yet, this is part of some news on the newspapers, and they were saying that some experts were saying that between Talavera and Toledo, they say that at now the Tagus is dead. So we have to fix that. Yeah, and now the second part of the talk is going to be run by Luis. I think he's going to tell us how he gets to the school.
Yeah, so as we previously said, Talavera is not a very big city. So because of that, most of the students prefer to go walking to the school. Or we have some spots for the personal bikes or the public electric scooters. And some of them, if they live very far away from the school in the city, they used to take the public transport. Also, for the students that live in different towns near Talavera, they used to sell cars, and also some of them rent some flats in the renting is very cheap. And we have some online courses in the school with more than 500 students. So we like to say that this is like a little contribution for the reduction of the carbon footprint.
Yeah, because in the school there are 1,700 students, but 500 are at home. So because they are doing distance learning. The rest of the people has a lot of specialties in their cars, but also there are spots for the electrical scooters, for bikes, and also you can see we have a bus station. I don't know if it's supposed to work. No. Well, yeah, I want to show you because in this picture we cannot see the bike path that is just in front of the school, and so the people can travel safely in the bike. Yeah, what we can do with all these problems. So we think that the main problem that we see for us is the people is not aware of the biodiversity problem that we have in Talavera. Even my mother, that is a family that has been for, hundreds of years in the city, she doesn't know about mongoose or the American crab or whatever. They don't know these problems. the authorities are not interested on the people knowing this. The journalists also don't write about this. So I think that the main problem is that we have to raise the awareness of the people around us about this subject, so they can, tell the politics, hey, go there and do your work, and and begin to use better the scarce resources overall water that we have right now. Also, because we are IT, the first thing that we thought is doing an application for the people to help the people to share the car, but also to help the people to share the apartments for the students that are on the cities more far away, because the agriculture was stopping. There is a lot of people that doesn't have a job. They move to Madrid, so there are a lot of houses that are empty. So the rent is cheaper. Sometimes that travel all the time, and also to encourage the use of the bike and the electric scooter to the student that is there, because the most of them is using it, but a lot of people came by bus. And also, if you can use a bike, Talavera is very plain. You don't have hills. You don't have to be very fit to rise to the school in bicycle. So that's all from Spanish people. Thank you very much for your attention.